What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spotlight by CG Ruthless, man. So let's welcome my special guest from Georgia Tech, defensive tackle, Zeek Biggers, man. How's it going, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, doing so well, man. For those people who are not familiar with you, man, tell me about yourself.
Yeah, Zeek Biggers, played at Georgia Tech for the last 4 years. I was there all my years. Recently wrapped up, just came from the combine and had a good combine. Went to the East West Strong Bowl game, had a good time there. And yeah, man, from Salisbury, North Carolina, and kind of just been playing football my whole life. So yeah,
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. 6'5" or 6'6",
yeah,
320, man. You're a big body guy, man.
yeah.
You
So
seem to eat the run a lot, man. So that's a good thing.
definitely,
Oh, so I seen a photo of you and Jalen Walker at that combine, man. You
yeah,
guys have that vibe, huh?
yeah. Now we're from the same place. We're both from North Carolina, but he's actually my cousin. So yeah, we kind of just grew up with him, playing sports with him. We played against each other most of the time because we was on different teams. But it's always good to see somebody in my family and someone I grew up with kind of at that level. And he's probably gonna be a top 20 pick, so like top 10 really. So it's kind of
Oh
great to
yeah,
see that.
it's got to be like a family competition just from playing from Georgia versus Georgia Tech, huh?
Yeah, yeah. We played each other every year. Like every year, we had a lot of people watching the game, a lot of family at the game, kind of always taking pictures after the game, just speaking. But yeah, it was definitely crazy, definitely an experience. I didn't get to beat them. We couldn't beat
Those
Georgia. We
Georgia teams are tough,
can't,
man. I don't
yeah,
know,
we
man,
can't,
but
we
you guys
came
kind
real
of
close.
given fights a little bit.
We went to 8 overtimes this year. So and last year we lost by like 3 points, 6 points. It was in that range, but yeah, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Well, I mean, what started you at football at the early part, man?
Say that one more time. I didn't hear you.
What started you on football at your early part when you were a kid? What's got you into football?
Kind of just grew up watching it. Honestly, family. I come from an athletic family. They all played football, basketball, ran track, softball, volleyball. Like everybody played something. So, just kind of just growing up in that type of household where a ball was always in my hand, and then I started playing around the age of 4. Kind of just ride by, seeing a team. Mom stopped by, coaches. I was already big at 4 years old, so they like, yeah, let's get them on the field early. So been playing ever since 4 years old, and it's been great. Like football has been great to me. I love this game, everything it did for me, and what it will continue to do for me, hopefully in this future. So
I'm pretty sure there is a lot for the future,
yeah, for
man. I
sure.
mean, you're just a prototypical D tackle that most NFL teams would want, a guy who can stop the run and actually I mean, there's a lot of your game you can improve on for sure,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
looking at your tape, man, like describe yourself as a player.
Definitely, number one, a run stopper. But I'm a pretty big athletic guy. Like I can bend, I can run to the ball. I can run sideline to sideline. I did that a lot of times, chasing down screens, just doing things like that. So that's kind of just my game and all. And then on the pass side, it's improving. That's one thing I wanted to step forward and take pride in working this off season that I have, like with combine training and everything, just working on hands and like just doing different pass rush moves, and it's kind of working well as I went to the East West on Strongbow and had pretty good one on ones there. So kind of showed the coaches that pass rush side is coming to life in me, and I'm gonna be probably like a lot to handle at the next level for sure. So
I mean, there's a lot to like about you, man.
yeah,
I mean, you tested pretty well for your size. I mean,
definitely.
you would be like an ideal fit. But what kind of defense did you guys play at Georgia Tech?
We ran a 4 down front, 4-2-5. Really, that was our base defense. Then we had to switch it up where we would go 3 down and stuff like that. But mainly, our base defense is a 4-2-5.
Okay, so that would fit pretty well. But ideally, I think you can. I think you're more than capable. You're versatile to play any other defense in
Yeah,
the NFL.
definitely.
You can play a three
I
four
don't
or
plan
even
on
a 4-3, right?
yeah, I don't plan on limiting myself to playing just nose guard. I feel like I'm better at like probably going out. Like I'd be more productive at like three tech, 4 pushing 5. But like I can get in there, and if I need to hold a G, let my linebackers run free, I can definitely do that too. So it's kind of just another thing that I've been wanting teams to like kind of see and realize. Like humble guy, I'm not a guy that's just hungry to like just take a ball to tackle. Like of course I want to go out there and make plays, but I'm always out for the greater good. Like I want to win games. I want to go out there and just dominate on defense. Whether that's me getting back in the backfield making a play, or that's my linebacker coming free making a play. Kind of just always the mentality that I was brought up with.
Oh yeah, I like that kind of attitude, and you're willing to improve more in your game. So it's like, so going into the season and then going into the combine, how many NFL teams have you met with?
Um, Going in, I met with a lot of people at the East West, just talking to them, but that's kind of not the same. At the combine, I talked to a good amount. I say probably like 4 or 5, like just talking with them one on one with the defensive line coach and stuff like that. And there's more coming as we wrapping up the combine, and then pro day. I'll wrap up pro day this week on Friday. So kind of just after I wrap up that, it's gonna pick up even more. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure since you're looking at what's going on with San Francisco, they definitely need some big body guys like
Yeah.
you, man. So have you had any action with them?
How about? No, I haven't talked to San Francisco recently. Not, I haven't really talked to them. Most of that's not a team I have really talked to, but I'm open to it for sure. They definitely
You're
need
open
some D
for it,
tackles
man.
in there, especially some big guys. So
Yeah. There's a job opening, man. They're already letting
yeah,
go some D tackles, man. They're
yeah, they
looking
just
for
let
some more
go
D
of
tackles at that spot, man.
Hargrave. He's actually from my area
Oh
too. They
yeah.
let him go. He's a dog.
So why should NFL teams draft you, man?
Kind of just the hungry mentality I'm coming in with. Hard working. Coming in there, I'm trying to make a day one impact. I'm not trying to push it off, wait now. Yeah, I'm going to learn along the process and willing to learn from older guys, vets, coaches, like just willing to learn and soak up anything knowledgeable that I can, whether that's in the film room or on the field. And then kind of just how I'm going to approach to take care of my body, just taking care of everything I need to handle to be one of those guys that's going to come in and make a day one impact and possibly end up being great. So that's kind of what I want to do.
Oh, I love that kind of attitude, man. But just from your competition, do you proven that you can play against the best, and that's going to prepare you to the next level? So I
Yeah.
feel like the competition is like you played the SEC teams and you
Yeah,
played the
play.
ACC type
Yeah,
of competition, so you should be ready for the next level.
definitely. I'm definitely ready for the next level. I feel like probably the only thing that would be a difference from college level because I play SEC teams, ACC teams, other conferences, and all. So I've dominated on multiple games, multiple levels. So I feel like I can definitely go in there and make an impact. But I feel like the only difference will be probably the knowledge of the game. NFL players may have over college. That's kind of just the big dip in from college to NFL. Just them knowing everything, so it looks like they playing faster than they might be. So that's kind of just what I'm gonna willing to be going into it. Just kind of picking up, clinging to an older guy, a vet, whoever that is on the team, and kind of just watching film, breaking down the playbook, and just getting in right.
Yeah. I mean, just from all those years at Georgia Tech, what can you learn from going into the NFL that you need to improve on the most? You know, we all got weakness. We all got something that we got to work on once we get to the next level.
One thing I work on the field, I say is just being consistent in my pass rush, like not getting in your head, like you're not gonna win every single pass rush, but it's kind of just building up to that one hit, one move that's gonna get you a sack. So it's like kind of just that type of mentality, just keep being consistent and building up off of it. And then off the field, I say you can always improve with knowing your playbook and expanding and knowing the people around you as well, like knowing the defensive end, knowing the linebacker. Like you might not, if you know it's something, the linebacker might be blitzing in the B gap. You don't even have to think about that. If the team sliding or something, you could just go. It just kind of just makes the game easier. So that's kind of just on that side, I would definitely want to improve on.
Okay, so going into Georgia, when did you feel once you felt the game got slower for you? You know,
Going into say that
like
one.
since going to college, because I know going to college it can be a little bit of
Oh
adjustment
yeah,
going from high school. But when did you feel that
definitely.
once you played at Georgia, it got slower for you?
I feel like I was always kind of a guy that can pick up fast on plays and film and all that, but I feel like it got slower for me I say my sophomore season. I got in there in my freshman year and made some plays, but it wasn't seeing the field as much as I did my sophomore season. So I say definitely my sophomore years when it began to become slower to me, to where I'm adjusting. Like I'm realizing like these guys is just we equal. Like there's nothing personal, nothing. It's just business. Go out there and handle it. So I feel like that was probably the year I felt like I was most comfortable.
Okay.
Becoming.
So yeah. So how do you prepare for upcoming games? Like how do you do your studies and all the other stuff before you get ready for
Yeah.
these upcoming?
Kind of just whatever D line wise, breaking down the offensive lineman, kind of just seeing their tendencies on the run game, uh, the run game like short yardage, long yardage, and then going into the pass, and then seeing how they what kind of sets they have, what kind of hands, like how they shoot their hands, are they wide, are they tight, are they going to be head down duckers and stuff like that. So kind of just picking up little tendencies that the O lineman may have that can give me a click in the game that I can go use that to advantage and go make a play.
Okay. So are you kind of a trash talker or you let your play do the talking?
I'm not a trash talker. I kind of just go in there, just try to make plays and do that. But if a guy starts talking crazy, you can say I'm gonna say a couple words. Like I ain't gonna just let him do all the talking. But I'm kind of just a guy that just go out there and try to have fun with it because you never know when your last play is. Never know anything. So I just kind of go out there and just have fun and enjoy the moment with my brothers. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Is there like a team you grew up watching that you would love to play for, man, or it doesn't matter what team you go to?
It don't matter to me, honestly. I'm whoever give me the opportunity. I don't need one team to really love me. So whoever give me the opportunity, I'm just gonna go in there and ball for them. But I say growing up, my granddad's from Pittsburgh, so we kind of that was engraved in us Pittsburgh Steelers fans. But I doesn't matter to me wherever I land. I land there.
I like that kind of attitude, man. That's exactly what we look for. That whatever team takes you, that's probably gonna be your favorite team, anyways. I
Yeah,
mean,
most done.
So looking at how you play your game, bro, like I feel like teams they look at mobile quarterbacks are the most challenging part, but how do you
Yeah.
adjust when you go against mobile quarterbacks? How do you guys make adjustments when you face these type of quarterbacks?
In the ACC we played a lot of mobile quarterbacks, so kind of just pass rush lanes and kind of just rushing as one unit. Not letting the guy get too big headed and then try to hit a move upfield and then it opens up the B gap or open up the C gap to him just being able to step into a throw or rushing. So kind of just working together, staying on our tracks and rushing as a unit.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the most challenging part, but I see how you guys could adjust on these assignments, and it becomes more of adjustment how to slow their running game. I mean, you may not stop their running game, but if you limit it, it's better than giving up the big runs. But so we can go on with something like we'll go with common sense, man. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you experienced some stuff that you've probably dealt with, or maybe it's rare to you, but let's say you have a quitter on your team. How do you deal with somebody that just walked out on your guys' team during the game when you guys had a chance to win a ball game? Let's say you had a chance to beat Georgia and one of your defensive teammates refuses to sub in for somebody because he was complaining about his playing time or his role.
Well, at my school, we didn't really have none of that. Like, we all wanted to win. But definitely just in a moment, it got to be next guy up. But kind of just handle that maybe off, like in the locker room or something, just go talk to him, see what's up. Like, why is that thing? Because we trying to be a team first. Players they'll come in there and put the team first over anything they got going on at that time. So I feel like just kind of explain to the guy, like, maybe everybody got something going on. You kind of just got kind of see it through and push through it. So,
all right, I like that kind of attitude. So let's say you have something going on the sidelines. Let's say one of your teammates is not on the same page with one another. They go out of hand. It could be a little emotional. How do you handle it as a leader under the circumstances where they're just going through an altercation and they're not on the same page?
Oh yeah, definitely just letting them know that we got a greater goal that we're trying to accomplish. Like, we're trying to go out here and win games, go out here and perform. You got people in the crowd that's watching you, family, friends, whatever. So you trying to play for them, go put on for them. So kind of just letting them know that, like, put your pride aside. We out here for a greater good and kind of just trying to go out there and have that mentality to win.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. So let's say you guys are down by multiple touchdowns going to halftime. What would be the best speech for you to get your team to come from behind? And I mean, let's say you guys are playing Georgia and you have a chance to beat them.
Yeah, we coming from behind. I'll just kind of. I'm not a big rowdy speech guy, but like, just let them know like we've been working hard for this. Kind of just we put time, effort, and blood, sweat, and tears in summer workouts, summer camp, fall camp, and everything like that. So kind of just leaning on our training because we know we done been in positions where we had to be pushed or we had challenges that we had to overcome in practice. That's one thing that Coach Key at Georgia Tech in practice, he put us through every scenario that will come across in the game to be prepared for it to wherever. So you can kind of persevere for them in the game. So kind of just touching bases on that, just kind of persevere and kind of push through and let's get the momentum going and let's go out there and win.
Oh yeah. See, yeah, I like this about you, man. This is something I kind of like in certain players, man. That kind of quality and that kind of attitude. And plus, I prefer a big body D tackle over a 290 guy any day of the week. As long as you guys take the double team, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I mean, pass rush is what it is, man. You can work on that. That's something you can improve on at more experience. But let's just imagine, man, you and your cousin playing on the same team. What would that be like, man? What would it be like in reality?
Man, that'd be crazy. Like, that'd be insane. Honestly, that would be a blessing. Kind of just growing up with him, just talking about it. Like we looking at each other for kind of just pushing each other every day, working out, all that. So, we always stay in touch. So just us going to rival schools to maybe playing together would be insane. And then our family would probably go crazy. I know they'd be at every game, tailgate, whatever. So it'd definitely be a crazy experience. And hopefully that comes true and that happens. But if it doesn't, still
yeah, I mean, things can happen. You never know. It can be a crazy world. Like, but outside of football, who are you as a person?
I'm a chill guy, man. I just be at the crib. I got dogs. I got a Cane Corso, Excel, American Bully, and a Frenchie. So I just be chilling with them, walking them, doing stuff around the house with them, going to the park, maybe throw the ball. But other than that, I'm a country boy. Really, like I like to just chill, go fishing or something. I used to go mudding a lot, like dirt bikes, forwards or whatever, and then just be on video games. Really.
Oh, okay. You seem like a laid back kind of guy.
Yeah,
so
like laid back for sure.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's say some rapid fire question, man. Let's say, like, since we're the big boys, man, what would you prefer to eat, McDonald's or Burger King?
I don't really like them too, but I'll go with McDonald's over Burger King for sure.
Understandable. I feel like, for some athletes, we have to limit on the fast food and be on the diet. So what's the dieting from what you do in playing? Because I know for football players, they had to be in better shape and eat proper food.
Because I used to be very overweight. Like I was like coming into college, I was like 360. So I lost a lot of weight since then. So, but I was kind of just watching it wasn't too much watching what I eat because I always ate like good food. It was just kind of the portions and the servings. So like cutting out carbs later in the day, kind of just consuming more carbs later, earlier in the day, cutting it out more protein and stuff like that. So kind of just that. And then I cut out on Gatorade because the extra sugar and stuff. I drink more Powerades than anything, and then water. But like just kind of watching the portions that I get. That was kind of the big thing for me. And losing weight.
I mean, you went from 360 to like 320, so that had to be a significant change. But I think you pretty much drop a little bit of weight. So I think you're kind of like knowing what it's like to play at the next level. They want you to be in better shape and have stamina and play throughout the quarters because there might be times where you might have to play more throughout the fourth quarter, maybe overtime, and they're going to need you on certain downs.
No, definitely.
Yeah. So who do you model yourself after? Like watching all these NFL players who play your position, who do you like pick your brains from or watch?
I feel like a body type of mind will be Calais Campbell. He kind of built like me, a taller guy, but uses his strength and everything like that. And then I say I like to watch Chris Jones, just how his hands is crazy. Just how he can get off a block and just he be double forklift double forklifting, catching the guy's wrists and stuff like that. So his hands is crazy, and he's also like a guy of my stature. He might weigh a little bit less than me, but he's still like kind of my stature, 6'5", 6'6" guy. So
Yeah, those are good players to look up to, like Chris Jones. He's played at a very high level. I mean,
yeah. And then on the
I think,
run perspective, just dominating power of Fletcher Cox and then Hargrave, because they power is crazy, power moves and everything like that, and the pass rush, and then
yeah, those are good ones right there. Hargrave is one of them guys. He's just undersized, but plays at a very high level.
yeah.
I mean, just like from your own experience, I mean, you're gonna have to learn a lot from these veterans. But has there been any other ex NFL players who've reached out to you and gave you the proper advice how to prepare for the next level?
Say that one more time.
Was there like an ex NFL player or whoever played at Georgia Tech like a while back that gave you some proper advice, or somebody in general?
Oh, yeah. Keon White, kind of. I talked to him a lot. Kind of give me a lot of advice. He was kind of like a big brother. I say, don't let him hear that, but a big brother. I say when I was at Georgia Tech, and he was at Georgia Tech. So, kind of guy that took out to me, pushed me in the weight room, pushed me on the field, and it kind of is working out in my favor. So yeah, definitely Keon.
So, what's one thing you can take away from your college that you can say, hey, you know what, I improved on a lot on the most on that I didn't improve on previously?
Say that one more time.
Like, what can you take away from your college years that you had to improve on the most that you finally improved on?
Uh, I'll say, what did I improve on the most? I improved on just using my length, using my length to knock people back in the run game, kind of just keeping them extension. I used to have a tendency of like locking them out, then letting them back into my body. So I kind of got better with that, just keeping them locked out, using that to get off blocks and stuff like that. That's one thing I can say I definitely got better at.
Yeah, because it takes time with more experience, and sometimes that's something that you usually got to work on. But the more you get through those experiences, the better. So that's something there. Um, so it has to be like an honor to at least get the invite to the combine, right?
Nah, yeah, for sure. That was a dream come true. I was just when I got the invite, I was just kind of just looking back at videos from me like 2016, 2017. Like I'm gonna be here one day, and then actually being there is just a dream come true. Just seeing the stadium, seeing everything, walking in, just everything was so real. But I was just happy to be there. But I know I had to take advantage of my opportunity because a lot of guys was dreaming to have that same dream and it didn't get the combine. So kind of just living in the moment, taking everything day by day, and then using it to benefit me.
I mean, does it feel surreal or just business as usual to you?
It was surreal for like just making sure I got the combine invite and then performing, but I just felt like it was business. Like I already knew I was gonna go out there and then show them everything, and people was gonna be like, "Oh, wow, Zeek Biggers is this and that." So I kind of already knew that in my head. So just going out there and handling business like as usual. It wasn't too much of a difference.
Oh yeah. See, that's a humble kind of attitude right there. So, I mean, you got to look at it this way, man. Your opportunity is going to only get better, man, because they open the doors. But I mean, you played in bowl games with Georgia Tech. So, what do you take away from all those big stage that you can build on? Because in the NFL, there's going to be teams that make the playoffs. There's going to be teams that go to the big stage. Like you can improve more on those type of big stage, huh?
Yeah. Well, for me at Georgia Tech, my first 2 years, we didn't go to a bowl game at all. Like we had a great team, but we didn't have it. We didn't get it done. So my last 2 seasons went to a bowl game, and then kind of just being able to continue a season and go out there, put on for your school, kind of just go out there and win that game, man. Meant a lot. 2023 went out there. I had a great game. We balled out. We came back and won that game, but then 2024 we got cheated, but it was cool. Like it was still a good experience, and it was a great game. So.
Oh, for sure. So just from looking at it this way, dude, like I mean, there's a long ways to build from. Like, those experience only makes you better,
Yeah.
Like there's no way to go up, but I mean, no way to go from up, because you played
Yeah.
at Georgia, you played at a very good competition. I mean, dude, it's like you're like a brick wall when you play at the D line, bro. You're just like a brick wall to that
Yeah.
backfield to them. So it's like I can see why people like your talent. You're more intriguing. I mean, you tested pretty well for your size.
Yeah, Modell. I could have like I had a surgery like early January on my appendix. So I was out for like 2, 3 weeks of training. So it was like I only got 2 weeks, like a week to train. Then I went straight to the East West, and I had a good East West. And then I kind of had to chill out to make sure I didn't injure nothing again because I know I had the combine. And then kind of just getting ready for combine. I only had like 2.5, 3 weeks.
To get
Coming
ready.
off, coming off an injury, only had 2.5, 3 weeks, and going out there and performing the way I did, coming off the injury and then not having as much time to train was really crazy. But I'm definitely proud of the things I did at the combine, and it definitely would have been better. But everything happens for a reason. Like God had to sit me down some way.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, God's got a plan for you, man. Things
Yeah.
happen for a reason, but at least you got a pro day to at least try to aim for that goal. Like, what's your goal going into the pro day?
Pro day. I really feel like I'm not gonna do too much of like 40 and stuff again. I'm gonna do my broad again because I jumped like a 9.7 yesterday on broad, and I jumped like a 9.3 at the combine. But just so I'm gonna do like broad 5, 10, 5, bench press. I'm gonna try to bench press. I couldn't really bench press because of the surgery I had, so it was kind of bothering me at the time. But I'm definitely gonna go out there and just get them in the reps. As long as I get 20 plus, I'm good. I can live with that. So
Yeah,
definitely just go out there and just show them I'm gonna work hard and go out there and work every day. Like it's nothing new. It's just another day, work day. You train hard so you can go out there and it's just like practice. So
yeah. That's how you should be. I mean, like you said, you can live with 20 reps. You're just trying to be more cautious with the body. So it's
yeah,
kind of being smart at the end of the
no,
day.
yeah, for sure. I'm healthy now. Like it doesn't really bother me. It just didn't have time to train it as well. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So, yeah. So for your backup plans, what's your college major?
I'm a business major, but concentration in supply chain and operations. So yeah,
Oh,
I got a good major, good alumni. That's what one thing I made sure I did before leaving Georgia Tech. That's kind of why I didn't transfer or anything. I wanted to graduate, so I graduated from there this December. I actually graduated like a year early. I wasn't supposed to graduate to like 2025, so it was definitely a crazy experience.
oh yeah. It is, and plus, like you said, you stay loyal to a college, so you didn't transfer. But a lot of these transfer portals are just insane. But some
Yeah, I
players
know.
really stay
Transfer
loyal.
portal is crazy. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was very tempted to get in it, but like I just kind of growing up, I was just always loyal to loyal to my team. Like I didn't transfer schools, and even in high school, nothing like that. I always played for one team, so kind of just
So,
wanted to change.
so was there a time that maybe you could have had a possibility of going playing with your cousin, or not?
Uh, Probably like after 2022 season, going to 2020 like 2023, and then really after last season too, like after 2023 season, I was that was a possibility. Like it was sparking that I was going to transfer. A lot of people thought I was going to transfer, but I just stayed at Georgia Tech. I wanted to graduate. I took all them hard classes. I had to make sure I graduated.
I can respect that, man. Loyalty kind of matters, and people, it's rarely loyalty these days. But
Yeah.
I guess this is a question that Kenny asked, and I'll just answer maybe a couple more questions, then we'll go from here. Do you stick to a specific diet from his understanding?
Yeah. Eat a lot of like salmon and chicken and steak, like high protein like that, and then. But Dolly, it's not like I'm going out eating fast food every day. Like I don't. I really got away from fast food, more into like cooking, staying at home.
Homemade stuff, yeah.
Yeah, homemade stuff. A lot of
Grilled
cooking at
chicken.
home. Yeah, a lot of cooking at home. So that's kind of. I don't really eat out like that at all.
Yeah, especially the way how I had to cut off on some of the stuff. I had to drink some of this stuff. This is the more replacement for the soda. This is healthy.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even drink soda. Like I don't drink soda. I don't drink coffee. Like I just always been like that.
I mean, it's got to be a grind, man, because,
Nah, yeah,
as a kid, you grew up watching this game, so you knew one day this was going to be your chance, man. When
yeah.
did you feel one day this was your chance?
I'll say I felt like I can. Well, I say do college. Like I feel like I can go out to college and ball out. Like I think I got my first offer like my 10th grade year. And it was kind of like after that, I was like, well, I could do something with that. But then in college, after I feel like as soon as I stepped in, I kind of got to play my freshman year, got into Clemson, made some good plays, just playing against different teams. And then I got injured like later in the season, my freshman year. But just coming in the college, seeing I can play at a high level on my freshman year, and I was only like 17 years old at the time. So just seeing that, I'm like, yeah, I could definitely be something. And I can definitely make it to the NFL. And that was kind of just my dream. And I was trying to work towards, get the weight off me so I can move better and everything like that. So.
Okay. I mean, so your weight go for the NFL? Because I know for your position you got to be a little lighter. So what did Team CU want you to weigh at the most?
Really, teams haven't been really complaining about my weight. Like they haven't said anything like my weight is pretty good. For being a D tackle, nose guard, 3 tech, whatever. But I feel like I played my best at like in the 320, 325 range. So like 325, I feel like I played good at, but like running to the ball and moving better, I say like in the 320 range.
Yeah, I think 320 seems about a fit for you because at your size that you can take a lot of the double teams and you're good against the run and there's a lot to like about you. So there's more to
Yeah.
work on. I know they do a lot of workouts for a lot of these guys. I know you guys do certain stretches and some type. I don't know if you do yoga, but I know it kind of keeps your body balanced from
Nah,
doing
yeah,
some.
I do yoga. Well, at Georgia Tech, we used to have that every week. We have yoga, and then also at training when I was training for the combine, and everything, I do yoga. So I definitely do that because I take stretching real serious. Like your body, your body's a temple. Like you got to take care of it. So I always do stretches, extra stretches in the training room, just taking care of it. Using my NIL money, I always used to go to like a little cryo place, do cryo, red light, and stuff like. Just take care of my body in that way. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, just from your experience, man, you went from living down North Carolina to Atlanta, Georgia. So what's the difference from growing up in North Carolina just from playing at Atlanta for the last
Yeah.
4 years?
I say the difference between North Carolina and Atlanta. Atlanta is more like I say. Charlotte is starting to get like Atlanta in a sense, like it's starting to become like a bigger city. A lot of people are moving to traffic getting bad and everything, but moving here it was definitely a faster pace and just like how everybody moved around and everything. It was definitely a faster pace just getting here. So,
Oh yeah, for
but yeah,
sure. I mean,
I adapted to it. Like I feel like because I stayed in the city kind of. I'm from Salisbury, but I was like right around the corner from Charlotte. Really wasn't too far at all. So I was kind of used to it. It wasn't nothing too crazy to adapt to.
so similar vibes. Okay, I see what
Yeah,
you're
for
saying.
sure.
Very similar. Yeah, pretty much just got everything that's covered, man. I think I don't know, there's not more questions, but I'm pretty sure everything plays itself. But definitely appreciate your time, bro. I know
I
you're
appreciate you,
going,
bro.
yeah, you're going through a long process, and I'm definitely rooting for you to succeed, whether you go to the Niners or not.
Yeah,
Maybe we can make a second appearances, and we'll see what happens from here.
yeah,
But
yeah.
for those people who want to look for you on your social media platform, man, tell me where they can find your social media platform.
Instagram is be great underscore 44, and then Twitter, everything else is just Zeek Biggers. My name as it is, nothing crazy. Only thing different is Instagram.
Okay. Well, that's good for everybody else. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we're good here.